Hey guys, Zeke here. Thanks for joining me for another video. And if you haven't subscribed, think about it. I wanted to talk about an experience I just had a couple days ago where I was on TikTok live and my friend introduced me to some other folks. And for their own reasons, they really didn't like me right away. I hadn't said anything. I wasn't even live with them. I was only in the comments. But to my friend who introduced me and repped me, we talked about it the next day, and she was really impressed that I didn't kind of have a reaction. But the thing that I realized... Hey everybody, great, thanks, I just have to finish this recording. The thing I realized is that I have learned so much, and I've learned enough to know that when people have a strong reaction to you that's not positive, it isn't your responsibility to go and change that. It's not my responsibility to go and change it, that's for sure. When you know you haven't done anything, don't fall into the trap of defending yourself for no reason, okay? There are definitely they're having their own reaction. And if you're in your own power, guess what? If you're with somebody who doesn't feel empowered, they're probably gonna feel triggered. That's okay. You just need to stay in your space, protect your energy, and not dwell or get involved in that lower experience. If your sights are aimed up, if you're achieving great things and you're kind of looking out for your best interest, and you're around people who are not, they're probably gonna get triggered as well. And they're probably gonna have some kind of reaction to you. Because where we are in our own journey is looked at by other people around us in many different ways. That's not our responsibility. It's not up to me to worry about what you think about me. It's up to me to maintain what I think about me and what I think about in general. And as soon as I go outside of that, I'm identifying with something else. This is why the Christianity topic is so important to me, especially on my channel, because finding a place for people to actually question some of these beliefs means that they're beginning to identify with their true self rather than pathology. When you pathologize something, you make it a rule. I will do this always because of these reasons, these rules. But that's a good way to get down a road without allowing your intuition and your instincts to help. And if we're not being guided by our instincts, and I'm not talking about feelings, I'm talking about instincts, your deep inner wisdom, whatever is that second voice you have, when we listen to it, we align with our purpose because that's our true self, that's our higher self. And so I think we all have an opportunity to let go, release other people's perceptions, realize that that's their own experience. And it might be somebody near and dear to us, but if we're defending ourselves constantly, it's not conducive to us becoming our best and true self. I want that for you guys. I want you to have access to your best. I want you to be your absolute best. Not for me, not for anybody, but for you. Because we're all, when I'm in my highest self energy, everybody around me benefits. Everybody. My business benefits, my family benefits, my friends benefit. When I'm in a low place and I'm identifying with folks around me or things that aren't really me, everybody around me suffers, and I suffer. And I love the experience of just carrying that vibration of abundance throughout my day, because it's almost an excitement to see what delightful surprises are going to come my way. And with that mentality, guess what? So delightful surprises do come my way. And I love that. Same thing with feeling lucky. Is anybody truly lucky or unlucky? I don't know. But I know there are people who believe they're lucky, and I know there are people who believe they're unlucky. And I see a trend. And guess what the trend is? Yeah, those who think they're lucky do experience positive experiences, they attribute to luck. Those who consider themselves unlucky do experience negative experiences that they attribute to being unlucky. So it's very important that we become honest about that with ourselves. And why would you not believe for the best? Why would we not believe for the best? We have this incredibly powerful mind and ability to overcome and transform. And that means that believing will help create our reality. Now, it's correlation, it's not causation, I believe. But I'm actually not sure of that yet. But if there's any amount, even if it's 1% of change that you could create in your world by simply changing your attitude or your mind, come on, let's do it. Let's do that. We can elevate, we can change, we can be our true self. Don't look to anybody else around you to recognize your true self, to recognize your higher self. It's not up to them. It's up to you. It's up to you to channel that person, bring that person to life, overcome the challenges. When something is hard, do it hard. When something is grueling, let that be a grueling process, because guess what? When you get through it to the end, you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to be so grateful. You're also going to have strength to be able to discern in the future what this is. And then you'll be able to find confidence and freedom. Same for me. This is what I actively am trying to do. It wasn't obvious to me to follow my instincts. It was actually part of my deconstruction journey. I was in the Middle East with my brother, and we were getting off a plane. I had actually just bumped my head on this the luggage carrier thing, the overhead storage compartments. And then we were talking about, I said something like, man, I knew I shouldn't have stood up this early, just because I bumped my head, right? And my brother was like, yeah, you gotta trust those instincts. I was like, trust my instincts? I thought they were sinful. I thought they were really bad. This gets back to the, you can argue with me on this if you want, but if you're arguing from a Christian perspective, you better put a Bible verse in there. If you're arguing from a Muslim perspective, you better put a Quran passage in there. If you're arguing from a Jewish perspective, you better put a Torah verse or passage in there, because our instincts are vilified by all three of the Abrahamic religions. Our instincts are put down. In the Christian religion, it's made to seem evil. That you and I are born evil. That you and I are born in rebellion to God. That you and I do not have pure hearts. We have impure hearts by default. And I believed that for if you do the math, it's like 90% of my life so far. But recently, things have changed, and I've realized that, oh my gosh, like my instincts actually give me this special sauce. They give me this X factor. And we all have it. We all have that. So listen to your inner wisdom. If you can't hear it, tune everything out for a moment. Or check out my Spotify playlist. It's called Mindful AF. It's on my Instagram link, which is @EzekielGentle. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.